presentations. We've done the evidence document, we've done document production, so there's a video for it. Just go check it out. It's right here on the link of this video. We've also done the database part of it, so please go check it out as well. It was detailed explanations and you don't want to miss it. I think we've done everything here. I think also in this video we'll also be printing the evidence document, because literally we've done everything right here. You're going to create a short presentation. Now, all slides must have a consistent layout and format. So it simply means that across the slide, it has to be consistent. Okay, it has to be consistent. Create a presentation of 8 slides. Now, we've talked about the fact that you are not creating a blank presentation, but the word create itself is a command word for what? Import, or what? Open is a command word for it. Okay, so please take note. You're not creating a blank presentation, but you're creating a presentation using this file that has been provided for you. So now, how do we do this? Okay, so I'm going to open this, the supporting file, and what file is it? M2521 presentation. So I'm going to open with PowerPoint. Now, if you don't have open with PowerPoint, I'm going to show you how you can do it. So you go to open with, choose another app, scroll down, choose an app on your PC, and then right here, okay, let's see, yep, Microsoft Office, root, yeah, go to root, Office 16, yes, scroll down to P for PowerPoint. Okay, so right here, and then you click on open, and then you have it inside. This one, not this right here, and then you have it there. Okay, so that's how you do it. So I'm going to open with, it's easier that way. Again, open with PowerPoint. Again, you can also open the PowerPoint and then you could look for it, switch from all files. Okay, switch from the Microsoft document to all files, and then click on enable editing. I think I can close this. Okay. Now, unless otherwise instructed, the slide must display title and the bulleted list. So you can see we have titles and bulleted list. Okay. Place in the header automated slide number center align. So I'm going to go to view, slide master, scroll to the very top. This is the primary master slide, right? And I have a slide for this, well detailed, to carry you along with it. I mean, this is the whole deal. This is presentation slide that have been prepared by myself, right? And this is a step by step. It's part of the combo plan, so you're not getting them different. It's part of it. I mean, for teachers, this is the resource center that you cannot afford not to have, really. Okay, and it shows you details on how, if you're a beginner in teaching your students presentation, I mean, this is really going to be an eye-opener for you. You're going to learn a lot because it has some pictures, guides to guide you through the process about everything. Okay, enough sales talk. So send a message to the sales team at Ajiro Tech at gmail.com or info@ajirotech.com. Okay, all right, back to the lesson. All right, okay, so I'm going to go to this right here, and header automated slide number center line. So I'm going to go to insert header footer and slide number. Include your name, center number, and kind number on every slide. So I'm going to check the footer and type my name, comma space, AN017. That's my center number, comma space, 2025. I'm going to apply to all. Okay, done. And make sure the item appears on the same position on every slide. Okay, so this is going to be in the header. So I'll click here, hold my shift, click here, and I can probably do some formatting, bold it, and then make it black, increase the font size to I think 18 is fine. And I can adjust this a bit, bring it down. Okay. So they said, well, this is what center line. So I'm going to move it up a bit. It's going to be center line. So I can do this real quick. I can move this like this. Move this here. I can bring it down to ensure it fits in. Yes, it does. Yeah, I think, yeah, it does. It does. Yeah, it's fine. Bring it up a bit. Okay, and then make it center line. Done. That's how you do it. Okay. Um, so your name's the number on every slide, so it can be anywhere. And then I can go to view and normal. And if you check this, this would appear on every slide. Okay, that's what they want. Change slide 1 to have a title slide layout with no bullet. Slide 1. So I'll click on the slide 1 here, and I'll click on the layout here, title slide. Okay, no bullet. Make sure that all text in the slide is centered aligned. So automatically, once we make the slide 1 to have a title slide, it's both the title and the subtitle is going to be centered in the middle of the slide. Um, the next one is on the slide 1, enter on a new line below the subtitle. Below the subtitle. Okay. Below the subtitle. All right. What are we entering? Major crop around the word. Okay. The text on slide 1, enter on a new line below subtitle. The text, a presentation by, just type it exactly the way it is. A presentation by, followed by your name. Okay. Format this new line on the same style as the subtitle. So it's going to be the same. Okay. So that simply means that if this is calibrate, this is also calibrate. Done. A lot, and you're like, okay, do you have a private tuition? Don't you have? Do you have? And yes, Ajiro Tech do have a private tuition. So by my right, you can see that we have for the Edexcel and Cambridge IGCSE, and yes, we do have for all subjects. Okay, all subjects. Okay, the popular ones that's always been in demand is mathematics, English language as a second language. Okay, we have physics, we have biology, we have chemistry, and we have the flagship, which is ICT, just here and there. We also have business studies. So if you're interested for a private tuition, I think all you have to do is send an email to the sales team at ajirotech@gmail.com, and they would reply to you, talk about your time zone, talk about, and the fee is really quite affordable. Really, it's really quite affordable. It's when you look at it across other tutoring service, I think this is the one that's quite affordable, and you get the very best of service. We also have for the E-levels as well, and also for the Edexcel. So we have for the Cambridge E-levels and Edexcel E-levels. Okay, and we have also across the subject mathematics, which is usually the hot cake when it comes to E-level, mathematics and chemistry, and then biology. These are usually one of the the ones we have in demand always, all the time, even physics, for E-level. So all you have to do, if you're watching this right now and you are interested for a private tuition, then you can do yourself a solid, okay, and send an email to the sales team at ajiro@gmail.com, and they will reply to you. And the good news about this is, what I've discussed with the sales team is, we've tried as much as possible to see how we can subsidize the amount according to countries, so it doesn't really look very, very heavy. Okay, so this is really important. Yes, we do charge in pounds, but again, we try to be as much as possible considerate to your countries, and we don't just skyrocket the price. No, because at the end of the day, we know how it feels, and we really want you to actually get the best of service, and again, be able to afford it from the comfort of your home. So again, Ajiro Tech private tuition is currently ongoing. You can enroll yourself for the IGCSE and then for the E-levels. Again, for the IGCSEs, these are the subjects, and for the E-levels, these are also the subjects. So again, what are you waiting for? Just send an email to the sales team. If you're an IGCSE student preparing for IGCSE, if you're watching this in 2025, watching this in 2026, watching this in 2027, we're currently ongoing, and this is actually a good time for you to actually explore and then get it tailored to your own needs. So trust me, you don't want to miss out. Step 24: use the data in the file M2521 word yield to create a line graph to display only the crop yield for rice, wheat, and maize for the years 2011 to 2021. Okay, so let's do that. So I'm going to open this. I'm going to click here to select all, and they said rice, so 2011 to this. I will hold my control. Wait, I will hold my control. Why is he holding my control? So let's check again. This is what? For rice, wheat, and maize. And I'll go to insert the line graph. I'll choose the first one. Okay, done. Format the chart so that the crop name are displayed in a legend below the category axis. Okay, so I'll come here, right here, under the format painter, I can do this. So this first one is rice, this other one is wheat, this other one is potato. I think, is it potato? Maize, rather. Okay, you can also do it here, or you can click on it here, right click, and then you can, this is for maize, right? This is for rice, and this is for that. Or you can come here, you can right click, you can select the data, and you can edit it here as much as possible. Anyone you want to do, okay? You can come here, click on edit, and then you can choose the one you want to do. Okay. But since it's 3, it's better to come here, painter, so you can choose this one. This is series 1. So I'll come here, right here, click on rice, click on OK, click on OK. Again, series 2. This is what? Wheat. Click on OK, click on OK. Right here, come here to the painter, series 3. And then you can click on maize, click on OK, click on OK. So, done. The year labels are displayed vertically on the category axis like this. The year labels, okay? So we have the year labels. So I'll click here, right click, format axis. Before that, let me click, right click, select data, and I'll edit this here. Edit this, Select this across, done. Click on OK. Click on OK. Now they are displayed vertically on the category axis like this. So now here I can right click now, format axis, scroll down, and then come here to, let me see, I think, yes, let me see, alignment. See, we have horizontally, okay. So under the alignment, vertical alignment, I have it like this. Okay, good. So rotate all text 270. Let me see. Vertically on the category axis like this. Close it. So you come here to alignment to do this. Label the chart with the title, what crop yields. So under the chart title, Ctrl A, Ctrl V. I think I can make it bold and then black. Okay. Category axis title is yay. Now the x-axis here is the category axis. This is the value axis. So I'll come here, axis title, which is the horizontal. So Ctrl A, Ctrl V, and I can make this bold and black. Yeah. Value axis title, tons per hectare. Okay, so I'll come here, axis title, primary vertical. This is the chart element. So Ctrl A, Ctrl V, bold, black. Format the value axis scale to display minimum of 3. Right click, format axis, minimum of 3. Okay, what's the maximum? Maximum of 6. Okay, so what's this? A minimum of 3, maximum of 6. Okay, let's see if we can do 1. Okay, so we can do 05. We can do 05. Okay, so we can do 05. Okay. Place the chart to the right of the bullet. So I'm going to save this file. Save as. And I'll save this as what? As an Excel workbook. Copy this. So this is going to be what? Right of the bullet on the slide with the title, adapting to increase demand. Adapting to increase demand. Okay. So again, this is going to be what? Right of the bullet. So again, I'm going to adjust this. Good, center, and I'll paste this here. Okay, so this is going to be like this. And I'll adjust it here a bit. See. Okay. And maybe like this. Okay. All right. Okay. Just making sure it's recording. Make sure the words are not split. All data labels are fully visible. The chart and this content do not overlap any slide items. Okay. Print only this slide as a full page slide in landscape orientation. Okay. So go to File, Print. Now there are 2 ways to do this. You can get the slide number, which is File, Print, and you can switch this to current slide, which is already on the slide, and you can print it. Okay, or you come here to type the slide number. So I'm going to print this. Okay. So this is going to be full page slide. Done. Insert a new slide as slide 2. Insert a new slide as slide 2. What is it going to be? With a title and bulleted list layout. The title and content as slide 2. So I'll move it here. Okay, so this is slide 2. Or you can come here, insert the slide here, and that becomes slide 2. Okay. Enter the text, slide title, the challenge. Okay. 3 bullet points. So I'm going to copy this. So what's the bullet point here? Okay. Okay, done. Format the title and bullet to have the same font style, size, and formatting as the other slides in the presentation. Now watch this. How do you do this? Now you come here and you highlight this. You have what we call a format painter. And then you need to highlight this like this. Good. Done. Okay. What else again? Come here. Highlight this. Format painter. Come here. Highlight this. Done. Now, it's important for you to know because they have to be the same, right? So this is 28, 28. This is what font? Calibri Light 44. It's also going to be what? 44. So it's important that you know this. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, done. To have the same size, font style, size, and formatting as the other slides in the presentation. A lot, and you're like, okay, do you have a private tuition? Don't you have? Do you have? And yes, Ajiro Tech do have a private tuition. So by my right, you can see that we have for the Edexcel and Cambridge IGCSE, and yes, we do have for all subjects. Okay, all subjects. Okay, the popular ones that's always been in demand is mathematics, English language as a second language. Okay, we have physics, we have biology, we have chemistry, and we have the flagship, which is ICT, just here and there. We also have business studies. So if you're interested for a private tuition, I think all you have to do is send an email to the sales team at ajirotech@gmail.com, and they would reply to you, talk about your time zone, talk about, and the fee is really quite affordable. Really, it's really quite affordable. It's when you look at it across other tutoring service, I think this is the one that's quite affordable, and you get the very best of service. We also have for the E-levels as well, and also for the Edexcel. So we have for the Cambridge E-levels and Edexcel E-levels. Okay, and we have also across the subject mathematics, which is usually the hot cake when it comes to E-level, mathematics and chemistry, and then biology. These are usually one of the ones we have in demand always, all the time. Even physics, for E-level. So all you have to do, if you're watching this right now and you are interested for a private tuition, then you can do yourself a solid, okay, and send an email to the sales team at ajiro@gmail.com, and they'll reply to you. And the good news about this is, what I've discussed with the sales team is, we've tried as much as possible to see how we can subsidize the amount according to countries, so it doesn't really look very, very heavy. Okay, so so this is really important. Yes, we do charge in pounds, but again, we try to be as much as possible considerate to your countries, and we don't just skyrocket the price. No, because at the end of the day, we know how it feels, and we really want you to actually get the best of service, and again, be able to afford it from the comfort of your home. So again, Ajiro Tech private tuition is currently ongoing. You can enroll yourself for the IGCSE and then for the E levels. Again, for the IGCSEs, these are the subjects, and for the E levels, these are also the subjects. So again, what are you waiting for? Just send an email to the sales team. If you're an IGCSE student preparing for IGCSE, if you're watching this in 2024, 5, watching this in 2026, watching this in 2027, we're currently ongoing, and this is actually a good time for you to actually explore and then get it tailored to your own needs. So trust me, you don't want to miss out. Add an action button below the bulleted text on the last slide. This is the last slide here, so that when clicked, it goes to the first slide in the presentation. So we're going to add an action button. Okay, so let's do this. Insert, shapes, action button. Now let me show you this in the slide. We have what we call an action button. Let me scroll down here. It's right here in this slide. So that would help you. Okay, where's it? Okay, good. This is the action button here. Now look at this. You will see that in this action button, we have this, right? We have go to the first, go to the next slide, go to the last slide. So I'm going to choose this one, go to the first, because they said it needs to go where? It should go to what? The first slide. So I'm going to choose go to the first, shapes, scroll down to the beginning, and I'm going to draw it. Now they say what? Below the bulleted text. They said below the bulleted text. Okay, first slide. So below this. Okay, so I can format it. No fill. Outline can be black. This is going to be the weight. Okay. So this is right here. Below the bulleted text on the last slide. Okay, I think this is fine. Now let's duplicate this. So if I click on this, it goes to the first slide. That is what they want, please. Okay, that is what they want. They want when you come to the last slide and you click on this, it goes to what? To the first slide. So it is seen as what? An actual what? Button, as I've shown you here. All right. So they help you to navigate between the slides. Take note. They not just say a hyperlink or create a shape for, but they were specific. An action button, because it performs this. Okay. So please take note. Okay. So take a screenshot to show that the action button links to the correct slide, and place this in your evidence document. So I'm going to do that. Scroll to the last slide. right click, and then I would click on edit link, and I'll take a screenshot of this. So I'll come here, new, and I'll take my screenshot. Or so they can see it. Let me do this. Let me do this. Okay, perfect. New. Okay, so we can see this here. Perfect. So this is what step 29. I think we have step 29. Yeah, this is the last slide here. The last screenshot that we need to take. Okay, so I have this. So I can come here to picture format and make it just 11. Okay, good. So I'm going to save my work. Save the presentation. Okay, this is the most difficult part in this paper. Save it. So file. Now we have to do save as, browse, and then we'll save it inside here. Okay. All right, save it here. Okay, we can just save it here. Done. Print all slide as handout with 3 slides to the page. Okay, so file, print, full page slide, 3 slides to the page. Now it's going to show this, so you come from print current slide to all slides. So we have this. So I'm going to print this. Remember, Microsoft Print to PDF, and your paper size is A4. Very important. So I'm going to print this. Then I have what? Handout of 3 slides. Okay, so this is done. So now it's time for us to print the evidence document. So let's print the evidence document. Okay, so I go to File, Print. Okay, so why do I have, nope, let me see. Why do I have an empty page there? Okay, so I would do this, delete. Okay, that's better. And then this would have to stay on its own. Okay, good. So save, file, print. Okay, this is better. Okay, so let me go to page 2. Since we have this, I want the screenshots to be legible. Picture format, I'll just make it 12. 12. This as well, 12. 12. This as well, 12. Okay, this 12. And this as well, 12. It's important that your screenshots are showing, clearly visible. File, print. Okay. All right, so now I can take I can print this. Print, this is going to be what? The evidence document. Evidence document. Okay. Okay, so I'll save my work. And it's important to always check. Go back. So this is the handout of 3 slides. The date is important because it shows your current date. Okay, what else? Full page slide. They want to say it. Full page slide. Let me see. All right. And what else? Evidence document. Okay, so I have this. Okay, so I think with this we're done with everything. It's been a fairly easy paper. For every exam is easy, right? So it all depends on your preparation. And this is what we do in Ajiro Tech. We try as much as possible to explain the whole concept and make it easy for you at the comfort of your home or in a classroom. Thank you so much for being with Ajiro Tech in 2022, 2023, 2024, and 2025. All right. Please do want to invite your friends. Subscribe to this YouTube channel if you have not. Join our Discord server. We have a Discord server, bit.ly/IGCSE community. It is a great community and you can't afford not to join in, right? So the link is somewhere in the video description. You can just join to that community and have a good time. I'm going to see you in the next one. Bye for now.